Looking at in landscape, I don't know. But those of you that just arrived, came to it late, I need to tweet that I'm going to be doing this, so this is going to be a constant every time. There'll be a first couple of minutes while I first get things running. All right, we're going to go here. We're going to go share. Great. Now we clip in. And, oh shoot, I got to switch audio. You guys tell me if the audio is better. I got to put in my earbuds. Hopefully that switches over to my earbuds and the sound is better. You guys let me know if the sound is okay. I forgot to do that bit. All right. I am driving to town actually to go get a haircut. And then go out to dinner with family and yada yada and all that stuff. So, but I thought I would jump on here and talk about Big Brother for a few minutes while I'm driving. You guys are welcome to talk with me, ask any questions, offer your opinions. I do have news, but I'm not going to spill the beans on the news that I have. Well, maybe I can tell you a little bit more. So earlier today, well, first of all, let me introduce myself because there will be people that are jumping on this for the first time. So my name's Mike. I have been talking about Big Brother in various ways since Big Brother 1. I started out as a host, or not a host, a moderator at a site called TV Clubhouse, also known as Big Brother Fan Club. During Big Brother 1, I was the first moderator on that site. The owner asked me to help moderate it and stuff, and then I did that for a few years. Technically, I'm still a moderator there. They've never taken away my ability to be a moderator, but I don't do it. I just peek in every once in a while and say hi every once in a while during the season. Then I started my own website called ilovereality.com, which is when I also made this YouTube channel. And then during Big Brother 8, hello, Jacob, buddy. Big Brother 8, I started a new website, another website called bigbrothergossip.com that my friend Scott helped me with. I wanted it to be a snarkier version of I Love Reality. Plus, I Love Reality was basically a just the facts, this is what's going on website versus I Love Reality, or sorry, versus Big Brother Gossip, where we actually had opinions and said things. Hi there, Lane. So Big Brother Gossip, then one year, Scott asked me, I'll tell you, well, Krista, I'm not going to tell you exactly. You got to wait till a little bit longer. But I'll talk about it in a second. So anyways, Scott suggested we do a podcast around the time of Big Brother 14. And we did that for the last X amount of years, every season of Big Brother. And this year I said I just couldn't do it. I just was a little bit burned out. But I still want to talk about Big Brother. And normally today would be our first podcast. We would be going over the cast this evening. And so it's kind of a little bit bittersweet that I'm not going to be doing that tonight. At the same time, it's also like a load off my shoulders, like, oh my gosh, I don't have to be prepping all afternoon trying to get ready for this and yesterday and all of this, because I haven't researched the cast as much as I would have if we were doing a podcast tonight. But I did get some news today, which is what someone just asked about. But I'm not going to tell you much more than I already tweeted. So, hang on, I got to reply. All right, sorry, I had to give my wife a thumbs up to her text. I just recently came into some information, which Jacob knows about, because I actually told Jacob a little bit before I tweeted it, because Jacob is someone who played Sequester with me last year. I got a little bit of news about the Big Brother house. And part of that news is what I tweeted about earlier. I'm only telling what I already tweeted. Well, I'm going to give you guys a little bit more info, actually. So there's a design change in the backyard, or maybe there's a design addition in the backyard. Something about the backyard will be different this year. And I do mean different in that you will know what I'm talking about when it's revealed. I don't know when they're going to reveal it, if they're going to reveal it whenever they show the house or anything, but there will be something. And unless somebody else spills the beans, I will probably be much more specific tomorrow. I'm kind of letting it trickle out here. So yes, I'm being a bit of a tease. Okay. Bear with me. I got very little inside info. I didn't expect to get any. This was completely a shocker when I got this today. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Can I share that? But Jacob doesn't know this. I'm being a bit of a tease. Jacob doesn't know this part. But I did tell my patrons this, actually. I think I tweeted this out. I posted to my patrons about a half an hour ago and didn't give them all the details, but I did tell them a little bit more than I had tweeted, which was that the no, Jacob, we're not stopping for tea, although I guess I'm giving you a little tea, maybe, kind of. The what originally in Big Brother 6, I believe it was in Big Brother 6, the first season of Big Brother, when they got that new house, things were revealed in bits and pieces. They discovered what was called the gold bedroom. Okay, the third bedroom they discovered. They also discovered another room that I believe it was locked and they had to get a code to get into it, right? The room by the bathroom. I don't think they had immediate access to that. I think they had to get a thing. And wasn't that in season 6? Didn't that have a treadmill in it or something, right? Well, it is going to be, from my understanding, it's going to be a workout room again. So it's been a lounge for several years, but it's going to be some kind of a workout room again this year. That's not really big news. The backyard news is much bigger than that, but it is a tidbit. So that was something that I'd forgotten I heard about. Right. It's going to be some kind of an exercise room again. And hi, Tracy. Sorry I didn't say hi immediately. So it's going to be some kind of workout room, and then there's something going in the backyard. I promise you, I will, if somebody else doesn't throw it out there before me, I will explain the backyard thing. No, there's already a rock climbing wall. I mean, there was a rock climbing wall in the previous season, but that's not, no. No, it's not a rock climbing wall in the backyard, I guess, if that's what you're asking. But I'm not going to play 20 questions, because sooner or later somebody will guess it right, and I don't want to, because then when they guess it right, I go, So I'm not saying. Nope, not answering anymore. Not answering. All right. I will say this. I will say this much. It is not a piece of furniture. It is an actual physical design change, okay? And there you go. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, anyways, that's the news I had. So you guys got a little bit of extra tidbit because I didn't tweet that out about the workout room. So now you know that part. So you for coming and hanging out with me right now, you got a little bit of extra info. Thank you for coming. It's appreciated. And you can go scream it to your friends if you want. I don't care. The workout room, go tell people. I don't think it's that big a news, but it's something that nobody knows because nobody knows what the hell's going on with the house this year, right? I have no idea if they're going to be if the camp comeback is going to be, if that room is going to be still in use. I'm assuming it will be, but I don't know. It may be a have-not room again. I mean, it seems to make sense now that would be the have-not room. I don't know if there's going to be have-nots. I don't have any inside info about that kind of stuff. But that would have been a question I would wonder too. Is that room going to be back? And I think it seems pretty permanent at this point. There's no point in having it not there. But I don't know. The only things I knew were the design change in the backyard and the workout room that's by the bathroom. The Instagram thing, I don't know. So by the way, the glare is really bad on my camera right now, on my phone right now, so I'm having to turn the camera. I got very frustrated with Instagram yesterday. I eventually watched them last night. And I did learn a little bit. I mean, you know, you hear a voice. I hadn't heard a voice with some of those people. So hearing their voice made it a little bit more interesting. But I just think I get it. Look, I realize I'm in the minority when I say I don't have an Instagram account. But I don't have an Instagram account. Yeah, there's just not a lot there yet. They're really piecemealing this stuff out, and it's making it kind of frustrating to understand what's going on. And I understand Facebook, or not Facebook, but Twitter isn't the cool thing. You're on it big time and you hated it. Yeah, I had just completely forgotten that that's the button you push to do a story, because I've only done that once. I've only done a story on somebody's page one time. I've never done it on my kids. I've never done it on other friends. It was just when Ovi watched my little song, my little parody of him. That's the only time I've ever done that. So obviously that was 2 years ago, almost. So there's like 13 of you here. What other questions do you have? Anything? You loved my parody of Ovi? That got flagged for copyright, but it's not been blocked. So I looked at my YouTube account, which is this account is my YouTube account. And no, by the way, me singing the Ovi thing is my singing Ovi is on this YouTube channel. If you go through this, that was perfect time. Any more perfect? Yep. Hang on, I'm waiting. I'm gonna keep talking now. You asked the question at the exact right time, and I back fully. So I'm gonna talk kind of like in a holding pattern. This is gonna be my modus operandi for this thing. So you guys let me know when I seem to be back, because right now so you asked at the exact right time. What's the deal with Twitch? And the problem I have, of course, is that there's this magical dead zone that Verizon has no good coverage of between my workplace and where I spend most of my time, or where I spend my days, and that's where I'm driving to. And this was the dead zone. We're kind of still in it a little bit right here. It's kind of, this is where it just drops right where I'm by cell towers. By the way, it's not even the switching cell towers. It just seems to drop. But I had a good run with Twitch for a couple, 3 times. But by the way, every time I ran Twitch, I literally had to uninstall the app and reinstall the app every time I wanted to do a Twitch stream. That was getting to be a bit of a pain. And then it wouldn't launch for me the other day, like Tuesday. I could not get Twitch to go live. It would not go live. And I was in a good cell coverage zone. And I was getting really angry and frustrated. And I said, what the heck? I'll try YouTube Live again, which I had tried in the past and it didn't seem to work. And YouTube Live just fired right up. And actually did not drop on me in my drive home that time. Now, it's dropped on me a couple of times like it did just now. But the nice thing is I can just say reconnect. And other than a gap, it does seem to come right back. So if you guys are patient and hang with it, you'll get to see, you don't lose the connection. You don't have to reconnect. Yeah. Oh, did you send me that information? Yeah, I don't know. I can't mess around with this stuff. If it's too much work, I'm like, screw it. Apparently you'll be doing, I can't. Okay, I didn't read what all that said because my screen's blurry or things are shaking. You can multi-stream. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, you mean an app where I could send it to Twitch and to YouTube? Oh, well, maybe I'll check that out. I don't know. The problem is I'm also doing it from a phone, which is not how most people do any of this stuff. They do it from the comfort of their home on a computer, on a high-speed connection. I may have to go back and read this chat later because I saw a big thing about someone doing something, and I can't even tell who it was. If you go live there, it will go live to all places, unless it drops. That's the problem. What if that has the dead zone problem there too? And then it's feeding all my apps, but it drops. I have tried live on Twitter. Didn't work well. I've tried live on Twitter. Twitter is nothing like Periscope, and you can't. Last I tried it, you can't do landscape mode, which just annoys the hell out of me. There's another one that you can multi-stream. Are you the person who tweeted me, Tracy? Did you tweet me a bunch of different links? Guys, this works for me. That's the problem. I'm not worried about being a celebrity on a bunch of different platforms. I figure I say, look, I'm on YouTube. If you can't make YouTube work for you, then I'm sorry. It's about as universal of an app as you can get. It works on your phone. Thank you for letting me slide. Yeah, I'm having trouble keeping track of all the conversations now, so I'm gonna take a deep breath and go back now to. Anyways, that's why I'm not doing Twitch, because it just did not fire up the other day, and the fact that I had to delete Twitch every time I wanted to run it was just like, oh come on, this can't be a thing. Yeah, YouTube seems to be fairly good now that it worked, but I'm telling you, a couple of months ago when I tried it, it didn't work well either. Yeah, I can. The comments. Yeah, and if I was doing the multi-stream, could I see all the comments on all the different platforms? That would be a problem, because this whole part of this is interactive. Am I going to be doing the updates in the morning? Well, yeah, Jacob. I mean, I've been doing them. Well, I guess it's great. How am I having a bad connection here? Yeah, but this shouldn't be a dead zone. This should not be a dead zone. Yeah, I actually Discord. I understand it. You guys are all hardcore people. I am catering to a different subset of people, and a lot of the people that watch me on Periscope, a lot of the people that hopefully watch me on YouTube, don't know what Discord is. I know what Discord is. Some of you know I've used Discord. I'm on the, but I haven't been on the. I'll tell you what, I haven't been on the Sequester Discord in months, and I haven't been on any other Discord in months. I was on a Among Us Discord for a little bit. Yeah, I really think it's kind of like I'm going to build it and let them come, and I'm not trying to be all things to all people. I tweet, and I'm doing YouTube Live, and then I podcast through Spreaker, and I have that going out to all the different services through Spreaker. That's about as good as I can do as a one-man show. And I've got my Patreon site for people that want to do that. Yeah, I haven't even tried to go into Sequester Discord. So, and like I said, I've been on other ones, but I mean, I also, guys, I made a Slack channel too years ago. I think 2 or 3 years ago, I made a Slack channel for Big Brother Gossip, and a few people came in, and I just couldn't get into it. It's still there. There is a Big Brother Slack channel, Big Brother Gossip Slack channel, and I actually have I have the feeds bot tied to it, so the feed bot announces, it announces every time the feeds are back and comes back. So there's a stream, there's a room for the Big Brother live feeds, and it just announces the feeds are back, the feeds are off, the feeds are back, the feeds are, however that works. So, I mean, I've tried lots of different things. I did make an Instagram. I did try that. Oh, Tracy, it's your name on here that's throwing me. I'm thinking Tracy. Why do I know the name Tracy, but I don't see your last name normally? Oh my God. I'm sorry, Tracy. Yeah, I know. I was like, I got to know this Tracy somehow. This is crazy Tracy. This is Tracy that's done like 20 versions of Big Brother the game and is a big on my Periscope. I was not making the connection. I'm sorry. No, I think I've seen your last name at some point, but I hadn't seen it. Yeah, I was not making the connection, but I'm very careful about going like, I don't know who you are. I'm just like, I should know this person. There's a reason I know this person. Yes, and you've done a ton of orgs. Jacob, Tracy, maybe you know Tracy at this point, but Tracy has been a fan of the Big Brother Gossip Show and been a follower on Twitter for years and years. And she was all excited and watched me on my first sequester and watched all this. Oh, not all of them, but she watched some of the sequesters I was on. And then lo and behold, she played whatchamacallit. What's the one you played? Didn't Jacobs played it too? What's the one that I played that you played? What is it? Damn it. What's the last thing I played? I can't remember the name of it. It's the Banishment. Yeah, she's not Tuggy. She's not Tuggy, and she's played Banishment, I think, a couple of times. So, and she's like in what tier are you in? Are you still in tier 5, or did you make tier 6 in Big Brother the Game? And didn't you play with Geneva? Didn't you play a game of Big Brother the Game with Geneva? Right? Okay, we're going way down a rabbit hole here. Obviously, people don't know all of this, so, and I'm almost getting to a place where I'm going to get my hair cut. Okay, so I need to wrap this up in a way. And there are more people here than were at the beginning. So let me tell those people, I'll reiterate this stuff, but you can always go back on these and scroll back earlier. But we'll just redo the T's. Oh, you got out on tier 5 again this week? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, I'm surprised you've done it that many times. Thank you, Lane. For those of you that weren't here earlier, I tweeted out earlier today that there's some information about the backyard, a design change in the backyard, or a new design in the backyard. You'll know when I tweet it out, or if somebody else beats me to it. I know what it is. I'm just not saying it because I'm kind of waiting a little bit longer, which may bite me in the butt because somebody else will do it, but that's all right. I also told this group that was here earlier that the room by the bathroom is going to be an exercise room or a workout room this year. So, yes, you're going to find out. So there's a little bit more information for you. And I'm 99.999999% sure I am right in my things. I trust my sources. And the sources that I quote have never steered me wrong at this point. So, hey, there's something, right? Yeah, I'm about a mile from where I'm going to get a haircut. And yes, to go back to this, Jacob, now that I'm sitting at a stoplight, yes, I do a podcast almost every morning, at least Monday through Friday. It's called the Big Brother Gossip Carcast. You're welcome. It is on any podcasting thing that you have. It's on. Most people are listening to it on iTunes. I did look at the stats yesterday. Most are on iTunes. Some on Stitcher, and I can't remember what the other one was. It wasn't as many on Spotify as I thought. But you can, and some on Spreaker. I tweets out the link. You can listen to it right off of Twitter as well. You just have to find it. If you follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is BB Gossip, BBGOSSIP, and I do anywhere from 5 to 10 to 20 minutes talking about Big Brother, what's going on in the house, what went on overnight, what I think is going to happen, my thoughts, and yeah, I do that pretty much every day during the season, and then I kind of go dormant for a lot of the off season. But that's on Twitter, on a podcast on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, all that. Like I said, I tweet a lot on Twitter. Like I gave you my Twitter account. And I used to do Periscopes, and this was when I would normally have been doing a Periscope, but Twitter bought Periscope and then shut it down, and so I had to find something else. And I've tried different things with suggestions from many people, including Tracy, and I really think YouTube Live is going to end up being the thing for me. I kind of wanted to do Twitch. I was really excited about Twitch. Actually, the live comments are a little bit easier to read on my phone on Twitch than they are on YouTube Live. But frankly, Twitch has been a pain in the butt to use off my phone. I think it would be great on a computer, and I may use it on a computer. I have a Big Brother Gossip, Twitch account, and maybe I'll do Twitch for something, but I don't want to be too many things in too many places. You know how I complained yesterday about Instagram and CBS using Instagram for things? That's what I don't want to be. Oh, you want to see that? Oh, you're going to have to go to my Twitch feed for that. And you got to go to my YouTube live feed for that. And you got to go to this for that. No, I don't want to be that person. I want to make it as easy as people can be. And so, I'm not podcasting on here. I'm doing these, and I'm doing podcasting on that platform. So I have my website, BigBrotherGossip.com. I have a Twitter account, BB Gossip. I have a video that's YouTube Live. That's this OnlyFans. Yeah, and then I have whatever else I haven't said. I've got all those things, and I think that's enough for one person. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I am going to be pulling into the parking lot. I am a very cheap person. I get a haircut at just a regular old barbershop, and I'm flying to Las Vegas with my kids on Monday. I will be doing stuff. I'll be watching the show out there. It's going to be a bit of a sporadic schedule that first week, and then we'll settle into things. But thanks for hanging out. I will give this plug at the end here. Anyone who's interested in becoming a patron, since we aren't doing a Big Brother Gossip show this season, which if you don't know about that, you go to BigBrotherGossip.com and you can read that. We are not doing a Big Brother Gossip show this season. If you want to support me personally, I do have a Patreon account, and you can go to patreon.com/bbgossip, and you can support me that way. All right? And with that, I got to go. Take care. Bye.